Alrighty. Thank you everybody for showing up to this Fieldnotes CRM webinar that we do. I've called it mastering real estate excellence with our CRM. So today what I wanted to show you guys was how you can connect Facebook, something that I've seen with other people that use the CRM within the company. They connect their Facebook and they use it. And so I just wanted to kind of show everybody a couple of steps of setting up that basically so that if you have a Facebook page, if you're utilizing it and you're posting daily, well then any of the communications that people respond, or if you post something and say message below, you know, what is it? I want to buy, or I like, or some catchphrase so that they can interact with the post, that person's contact will come into the CRM. And now you can begin to either message them back and forth. And so just wanted to kind of show you how that is and how you can engage people through your page. And I do see it's something that a lot of people are using. So it's something that could be helpful. And I think it's something that maybe not a lot of people have seen it live, um, connected and things like that. So I'm going to share my screen. And Justin, in a moment, if it's not too much to bother, are you on Facebook? And if you, on your side, if you could search this page to see if it comes up. And in a moment, when it's connected, I'd like for you to just put a message like, thanks for the invite or something like that, and see um, how this all kind of works when somebody sends a message through the system. And so I am logged into my little sandbox. And first, I would say that you would have to have your page created. That's going to be the first thing. And then so once you've created your page, I don't think, let's go ahead and post something. This is for testing. And let's do a post. So number one, have your page set up. And then number two, sign into your Fieldnotes. And now you want to go to the little gear down at the bottom so that you can get to settings. And under my connections, you'll see where you can connect. And we're going to look for Facebook. So it looks like the prior connection that that I have is disconnected. So we're going to go ahead and reconnect. And if you're logged in on the same page with Facebook, it's going to recognize you immediately in the next page. And so this is the profile that, of course, I'm using, that I created it with. And so you hit continue. And then I think it gives you the options. Okay, you got to hit reconnect, and got it. And then now this is going to connect to my page. And then I can go ahead and select the, let me see here. Yes, I should have, not sure why this doesn't show live. I don't know, is it because I have to advertise it? No, I think it shows down in my drop down menu, and then switch mastering to a page, switch into mastering. So I did just do this page like 5 minutes ago. So I don't know if what that is. Let's see, let's refresh. Well, I don't want to use this one, which is a page that I created many, many years ago. And it says, I love Cass, and Cass is a tropical fruit in Costa Rica that I have a tree of. And I created the page because I thought we were going to sell the fruit from that tree. And so I just wanted to create a page to make it easier. But I never really did anything with that page, but I guess it's the only one that's showing. And so I don't want to subscribe to it. What's next? Previous. Yeah.
Mine's connected and subscribed to. So do you want me to share mine?
Well, I wouldn't want you to share your pertinent information. We can use this one as just a test, but it works just the same. And so what I'll do is I'll give you what it says. And if you find this page, I know this page is live, and then you can go ahead and put I think there's already a post. In fact, I'll move over to that one, and then we can look at that one, and then I'll play with the master class. Um, so this is the other one that I have. We could stay there. And then I said, let's test this out. So if you want to say hello under that post, you should, upon just by saying that, you should fly into the system. And real easy connection. It's not too complicated, but you'll see how when people send messages and things like that. Um, now, I guess the trick would be to what kind of posts that are you doing? If you're doing, are you showcasing listings? Are you showcasing any type of content that you do in other places? It would be best to definitely post as much as you can and get people to respond. By them making a response, like get more info, just reply get more down at the bottom. With that simple reply, it will pull in their contact information. Now,
I can't find the page. It's not showing up.
YOMAOACAS
Yep,
doesn't
spelt
pull
it.
up.
Done it. Nope. Can you send me the like
I can
the
send you
link?
the link. Yeah,
Yeah.
that might be better. Let me know if you get any luck.
Yep, I sent it or I replied
Okay,
or
there you go.
commented.
Just came through. Hello. All right, so I'll give it a like. Now, I think you should already be in the system. And there you are. So that's essentially how easy you can connect it. You can see that the referral source is coming from Facebook. Now I can go to this contact. Of course, I'm going to have to maybe edit this a little bit and put the first name to here. We can delete that. We can save. Now, what you can see is that there is just simple information, right? Now, it does tell you from the post, so you can kind of have an idea of what that person replied from. So just if you know if it was a listing that you posted, if it was a video that you did. Now, what would I use this for mainly is to engage, really is just to post things that cause a response, people to engage, and then they're going to come into the system. And now you can begin to go back and forth. You can message them and now let me see. I think forget how to message. So this is the post. Oh, I think you're going to have to message through the Facebook. However, um, now when you start to engage, now if I'm pretty sure if I go to your contact, I might be able to find out, okay, some information about the individual, which you can then take that information and build, the contact and start to post information or start to add information to this person so that you can kind of build. And then you can most likely go back and forth with the person if they're engaging on a post that said something along the lines of, I'm interested in that listing. Well, then I would see how, you know, now you're able to ask people for their information, get a phone number so that you could follow up with them, maybe, begin to get the ball rolling about, just introducing them to you, your services, how you work, and how you could possibly service them. And hopefully that turns into a positive lead in which you can then, you know, work it into a deal. So essentially, if people didn't know that they could connect their Facebook pages to our CRM, this would be that. I also know about creating forms. That's going to be for a later day, for like lead generation and like paying for some ads and things like that. But essentially, what I wanted to showcase today was just how simple it is to connect, and then how easy it is to have the contact. You can see where it comes from. Now you can begin to build to that contact, get people's information, add it to yours, and hopefully this person turns into a um, a customer, right? Or it could be that on behalf of somebody else that they're investigating or looking into or thought of. And so, at the end of the day, it's just engage, try to get people to be familiarized with you and your service, and, do your best to find out what you can help them with and possibly turn that into a sale. Um, so I do remember that there was a place to where you can message them, but I will have to let you guys know on a later date because I don't think, yep, this is a note, that's a message showing the interest. More button, further updates, or and yes, you can send a DM. And yep, so that was something that you just added, or is that a DM message?
That I posted that earlier. Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't direct message you.
okay, because also direct messages would too. So if somebody sent you a direct message through the page, it would also show up as well. But yeah, so this is connecting your Facebook. Um, Now I guess the more posts that you do and the more, the most, sorry, the more pages you post and things like that. Oh, view more comments. That's interesting. This seems like this is what I wrote, but hmm, I will have to take a look at that. Maybe there is some type of action plan. No? Field notes to Jessica. Facebook comment completed. Hmm, that's interesting. I'll have to ask the team how that happened and how you could maybe adjust that message. But let me quickly just take a look to see if it's not an action plan. Okay, so let's see if we've got nurture, if there's anything running here, Legion. I like that. I'm gonna have to backtrack that and see how that was sent. I'm pretty sure it was something automated, but hire prospect. But yeah, so I'll have to come back with the next episode and see what that how that message got played out. But it seems beautiful that it would say that, and then that way you can kind of keep the ball rolling about your home search. So this is definitely um, something that is like a canned response. I'm curious if here there is anything that talks about that. More settings. Oh, this is what it was. So it was marked as all included and it was managed by the AI. So the AI picked it up. Um, Dynamic, specific owner. We can leave that alone. Let me see more settings. Unsubscribe. Hmm. Well, I'll have to get more information on how that's presented, but as you can see, I guess when the AI picked it up, it sent out an automated message, which wasn't wasn't bad at all. But for the people that just have CRM, I guess capabilities and don't have the AI feature, um, it would be something that they initiate, that they send a message back and kind of keep that. And so it would be something that would be not necessarily automated by our AI, but it would be something that you do manually.
So the only
So,
thing that I noticed with that is, I guess my question would be, it didn't respond to me. It responded to the post. So
right.
like it didn't notify me that you replied or
Okay.
you I got the notification that you liked it, but you physically liked it. So like that didn't tag me to say, "Hey, awesome. Thanks."
Right. And that's where I think it's
That's the
either,
difference.
I think where there it's an action plan. And since the action plans are done with the AI, this is kind of like automated. So that's what I need to, I guess, take a look at and see how that triggered.
Gotcha.
But yes, but essentially what I do think, yeah, it should have been sent to you. You know what I mean? Like as the message. But that's where, if I'm not correct, if the system doesn't do it, then you have to do it within the Facebook post. And then that way you can kind of keep the conversation and ask for, hey, is it okay if I have your email and phone number so I can follow up with you? And then hopefully somebody sends you that information. You can take it, put it into the CRM. And then with having it, you can then either, if you like, attempt to see if they, need help with purchasing or they like the listing that you posted or something like that. If it's not something that you can then immediately help them with, or they're like, no, okay, great. And then, I guess they fizzle out a little bit. Now you have their name, number, and you can put them on your little newsletters, or you can kind of continually, follow up with them every 30 days to see how they're doing. Hopefully you'll have information and had a conversation in which you could save some information, be the notes of the contact and say, hey, we spoke about this house. These are the reasons why they didn't like the listing at the end of the day. This is maybe their target range, and then either try to follow up with them or see if there's any, if they've found an agent to represent them. But essentially, try to tie them down a little bit is what I would say. Um, but this is simply the connection, getting your CRM connected to Facebook, and hopefully all of the posts that you do from Facebook, you can generate some type of incoming engagement and possibly, uh, you know, make a sale from something that you posted in which it doesn't come from marketing. It kind of was gathered organically. And I would assume that if you did, like if you boost your post a little bit, especially if it's like a listing or, something that you want everybody to get to know, then I could see how um, you could gather some decent contacts of some people either looking to purchase homes based on the listing, um, or if you post something about, you know, becoming people's agent and things like that, and then they ask you. So now you've got a bunch of people that, you might be able to represent as buyers and then categorize them as buyers. And then, based on what kind of different marketing that you do, you would be able to filter these people at some point, gather a list together, send it out. One thing I see happening is agents are utilizing our texting service, right? So you can send text messages through the CRM. Sorry, you can go to the settings, and if you don't have this activated, of course, you can set it up to get a Fieldnotes phone number, and then this will take you to the paywall so that you can make the selection for it. And then once you've paid for it, there's also the A2P thing that you have to pay for. So there's like a connection fee. What the A2P thing is, cell phone carriers, as of a couple of months ago, were um, you have to like register your number, and you have to register your number, I guess, either using like your EIN number or stating essentially what kind of business you are. And so once you go through all of that and you pay that, which isn't too much, it's just a quick form that you fill out and send in to us, and then we do all of that on your behalf. But once that number is registered, you can then begin to send text messages out of your system. And this is where if you gather a group of 500 people that you know are either just contacts that have reached out to you at some point, or has you've sold homes, and you can just have a huge list, and then you can market to them. And we recently had a gentleman who was doing that, and from like a blast of 2,000 or something like that contact, no, maybe about 1,200 or something, um, he's already gotten like 6 incoming messages. He spoke about one lead in which was like 2 years old. I think that he got them from Zillow, and all of a sudden that person came out of the woodwork and started engaging. And so that's got to be a positive thing because it's something that you generated. So it's not something that you have to pay a lead source for, or you don't have to pay another company a percentage. Now it's something that you organically kind of generated out of your list through a listing you did, um, and it seemed profitable. And so something I would throw out there, especially the way Facebook can put you in the eyes of a bunch of people, now capturing those people's information into a CRM and then engaging them through Facebook, trying to get more information like phone number and email so that you could have conversations with them. That'll help you later. That'll help you later if you didn't, if you weren't able to connect them with anything or any of your services. You could definitely try back in 30 days, 45 days. I would consistently just, send out any content that you've created and material that you want to let them know about you. I would just send it out. And, you know, of course, if they don't want to get any of this, they can always unsubscribe. They can always say thank you and not, participate. And so it won't hurt you none by, just building a pipeline of people that you've gotten from Facebook and engaged through Facebook. But it saves you the step of having to go to Facebook, do all that engagement, and then put them into the CRM one by one. At least you've got all of that kind of integrated. Now it's a matter of just creating posts, keeping the content high, engaging, getting, if you want to pay for boosting your post and that kind of stuff, I would assume that would help with the cause of getting your mission out there to people. But yeah, and so that's a good thing that you brought up about the message and how it showed. I will try to find out some more information in regards to how that works to maybe showcase the Facebook feature a little bit more. But that's what I wanted to show you guys today in regards to utilizing a CRM and connecting Facebook to your CRM and how it can benefit you and engage some customers and possibly put you in to some deals, I would hope. But yeah, Jess, do you have any questions besides the ones that you mentioned?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I definitely thank you for showing up. And I guess we'll hopefully see you on the next episode.
All right. Thank you.
Alrighty, ciao, ciao. You guys have a great day.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.